Here we are in the fall season. Maybe you didn't make that summer trip. Perhaps this autumn you will. So let's think about car seats and taking trips. What does that have to do with a pet?
Well, again, and it doesn't even have to be a long trip. A lot of people take their pets with them to and from to the store, or they take them down to Powell's and get them some ice cream, or something like that. Basically little road trips here and there, and just around and about. And what we forget about is even just the regular, from here to there to the bank. Okay, if you're in a fender bender, maybe a little 30-mile-an-hour bump. Okay, you're gonna be a little bit sore, and you're gonna walk away from that. But if you have a smaller animal and they're in the car, that 30-mile-an-hour stop, they will fly forward and oftentimes hit an object, sometimes a windshield, sometimes the dashboard, and they're theoretically going to hit that object at 30 miles an hour.
That's not good.
And that, for a little dog, can be very devastating.
Sure.
And we don't think about that. And think about how many times, little rear enders happen or stuff. Even just that little stretch down 301 there, the traffic gets going and there's a little fender bender. So what I want to recommend is anytime you've got your pet, dog or cat, that you're traveling in the car with, it's a good idea to secure them in the vehicle. Now, securing can be a lot of different things. If you don't have to go out and buy a really fancy, seatbelt mechanism, although those are there, and I think those are great, and there's some definite benefits with those because they're designed ergonomically. But, just if push comes to shove, you run your seatbelt through the harness. Do not run it through the collar.
No.
Okay? So the only time we would do this if you're going to run through a harness. Okay? If you run it through the collar, then you're going to be creating neck injuries. Okay? But run it through the harness. If you have a cat in a carrier, either putting it around the cat carrier or running it through the handle in the cat carrier.
I've seen that.
Both of those are possibilities. But like I said, because it is becoming more and more issue and people like to go places with their pets, there are more, consumer-friendly products that are out there that are just little quick connects. Kind of like, car seats. There's quick connect car seats, and then when you don't want the car seat in, you can unconnect it and have it out.
Sure.
Same kind of things. So don't forget when you're traveling, it's great to take your pet with you. And a lot of times, a lot of these banks, you pop by the teller, they're already ready for the dogs because they got the treats right there and they'll send it right out. So, but you want to make sure that you don't have a little tiny mishap to your car. Could be a giant mishap to your pet.
Now, I have a pet peeve, and sorry for the pun, but it is a pet peeve. Driving down the road, what's in front of me? It's a pick-em-up truck. What's in the bed of the pick-em-up truck? A dog running around. What happens? That truck stops on a dime or turns a little tight. That dog has no protection. I know you have thoughts on that. And I've seen people, pets and people in the back.
Well, the state of Florida deemed that it was illegal for people to ride in the bed of the pickup truck. And they did so for a reason. Okay, it's a stupid place to be. And because it's a stupid place for humans to be in traffic, it is an equally stupid place, if not more so, because dogs, if they see something they like, they may jump out. The other stupid thing I've seen done is where they've actually leashed them to somewhere in the truck, and I have seen several dogs that went barefoot skiing off the back of the truck and completely denuded all of the pads off of their feet, even just a short few yards. So that is not a very good. Now, if you are going to put and I understand we got a lot of hunters, and and some of those hunting dogs, I've smelled you guys. Okay, we don't want you in the cab of the truck.
Right.
A dog box is perfectly acceptable because that's a secured area.
Okay.
The dog walking around the back of the pickup truck is not a good idea.
I knew you would have a thought or two on that. And we'll be back right after this message.